Good morning, YouTube. We're going to talk about the Radian Ramjet and Afterburner combo. Put up a video talking about it a couple days ago. Now we're going to go back over it. We're going to, talk about the comments, talk about what was learned. I will say in the last couple days, the one kind of question I had in my own head was, is the barrel that comes with that thing, is that like as good as the Glock factory barrel? I don't think I'd be able to tell if it was better because the Glock factory barrel is that good. One guy from Glock hit me up and he said, no, that's one of the few on the market that's as good as the factory barrel. And that guy's actually a pretty reliable source of information. So I believe him because in my own shooting or whatever, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I don't think the barrel's worse than the factory Glock barrel. But anyway, let's go through your comments on the video. We'll talk about it. Top comment, this hoe spittin', Ben Steger 2024. And I think that speaks to why you would get a comp. At least in my head, it's like if you're remotely price sensitive about buying a thing like that, like just understand it's mostly a toy. For competitive shooting, you probably wouldn't comp a Glock because the way the divisions work, maybe you would depending on the discipline, but most people aren't going to shoot a comped Glock competitively. That's not what they're going to do. You don't need it. You don't need it on your carry gun. You can put it on there if you want. I don't give a shit, but it's like, it is what it is as far as the cost. As far as a toy, yeah, I mean, it's a cool toy. It does spit fire out of it, and it makes instead of the sight going like that, it does it a little less. And the gun's way louder. That's it. And it's harder to take it apart when you want to clean it, but who cleans their Glocks all the time anyway? Right? So there it is. All right, let's get on with the comments. Let's scroll on down here. All right, I have the same setup, over 5,000 rounds through mine. I haven't had the screw back out yet and haven't been using Loctite. Thanks for validating my purchase, Ben. You're very welcome. I want you to be happy and validated as you have your toy. Those toys are fun. Okay, I had a Taco Bell Afterburner once in a shopping mall, temporarily shut down the food court. Yeah, you got to be careful which Afterburner you're talking about here. This is like a happy fun Afterburner. It's not like shitting out Taco Bell gas. All right, thank you for always staying rock solid for the blue collar working man. You know me, the man of the people. Somewhat, not really. All right, your free knowledge and insights over the years has been life-saving, literally to tens of thousands of people, not to mention all the divorces you've stopped because of husbands wasting money. You're a class act, Mr. Steger. Okay. Well, I don't have a problem telling you guys what I think, but if you're like, if the $400 for the thing means something to you, you probably wouldn't buy it. I would classify it as kind of a fun toy. Like in my head, that's pretty much what it is. And it is cool. I like how the gun spits fire out. I like how it doesn't recoil as much. It feels more aggressive. It makes me feel more manly when I shoot it. Somewhat. Okay. Next comment. The Ramjet and Afterburner combo is designed for states like New York City, where New York City is not a state, but that's great. States like New York, where threaded muzzle devices are banned. It's a workaround. That's why the barrel is not threaded and the comp is not screwed on. Maybe it sort of makes sense. Legally, the threaded barrel thing is really sensitive. So maybe there's something to that. I don't know. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Damn, that's a killer view. Yes, nice view here. The weather's perfect. And we lucked out. Yesterday we had aerial marksmanship, like from a helicopter, and the weather held out. It was beautiful. It was a little bit chilly, but so it goes with helicopters. All right. Oh shit, Ben got us the double video today. Yeah, see, I have a little bit of free time. I'm fine to put up a video. No problem. Okay. I love this setup on my Glock 17. Two things. You absolutely don't need Loctite as long as you're torquing the screw to the correct inch pounds. Okay, good. The comp will become carbon locked onto the barrel after a certain amount of rounds and will require some soaking and tapping with a nylon armorer's hammer to remove. Okay. If you grease up the end of the barrel where the comp slides on, it can make this easier. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like that's what's going to happen for sure. Next comment, flame, which I really appreciate. Man, you guys like when I talk about that. Sounds like a great Instagram moment coming up. Yeah, I put a video of like a slow-mo of me shooting that pistol on Instagram, and there's some flame. There's some flame. It gives me an idea. You know, they sell like low flash ammunition. I think they ought to make high flash ammunition for use with compensators because it'd be just way more fun. We got to make firearms more fun, even more fun. That's what I'm all about. Okay, I put one on my Glock 19 and 3,600 rounds later, I'm satisfied with the purchase. Yeah, and I think that's fair. Like, if you understand what you're buying and what it does the thing it's meant to do, it's reasonable, you know, for what it is. Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a toy, but whatever. Don't sweat the accuracy part. The three I've seen or used were just as good as the Gen 5 barrels. Yep, that's kind of what I'm experiencing. That's what I've heard. Okay. None of the screws ever backed out. I did 3K of Blazer brass, 115, and 600 other random factory loads. I mean, I think 600 rounds of other, not 600 different factory loads, I'm guessing, including Wolf 115, even though it's not advised generally to shoot plated bullets through ported or comp guns. Blazer brass 115 was the best ammo I tried in terms of accuracy and function. Blazer wins again. I shoot that all the time through my XC with the comp on it, even though they say not to. Sometimes you got to send it, you know? Did have a couple times where the slide didn't return to battery after the first 100 rounds, but that was with Wolf. Put a new factory recoil spring in it, had zero issues since. Like, oh, okay. All right, crap ammo will cause malfunctions. The Radiant paperwork says to use 124 grain or heavier, they say. Okay? I mean, probably it says that on the paperwork. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did not read the paperwork. I have no idea what it says. That's the way I roll, obviously. Thank you for this professional documentation. This gives us more confidence in this new platform. It's kind of a weird comment, but okay. All right, I have the Radiant Afterburner Ramjet on my Glock 45, and it's been very reliable and accurate. I highly recommend it. Okay, everything old is new again. I still remember the Roland Special. You know, I think things have advanced to the point I got to do a googly search now. When was Roland Special a thing? That's really what I want to know. Because I was kind of thinking about this, talking about it with the guys yesterday. Like 15 years ago, if you saw some dude with a zebbed out Glock where he changed everything, the gun didn't work. Balance of probabilities, the gun didn't work worth a shit. But now, like other manufacturers and like aftermarket stuff has gotten to the point where it's much better and it does kind of drop in and work and it's all plug and play, especially with a pistol like a Glock, right? Where you can actually swap parts in between guns. So let's see. When was Roland Special popular? Google never lies to me. So I'm sure they'll have a good answer. The history of the Roland Special, that came out in 2020. I don't want to watch Humble Marksman. He's annoying. Okay, Gunslinger Special. Yeah, so this was probably became a thing more than 10 years ago from the looks of it. Yeah, so I think things have changed. Like now the Roland Special type mentality, you can more easily build a gun that actually functions properly. Okay. I'm sure it's a badass comp, but it's definitely expensive. Yes. I'm having my Glock 19 ported right now, so no small part because it's cheaper to have that done than to buy an Afterburner or PMM. That's another, I mean, I've used some of their stuff on the wall. There's the Parker Mount Machine Comp. All right. This is where it's like, I don't know if this is going to be a controversial opinion, but for toys such as this, I would not cheap out on it. Like, just think about it. Think of it. So it's expensive or whatever to get it, but like, think about what you're doing. Like, why would you like instead of fucking with your Glock 19, you could just drop this thing in. If it doesn't work out, you can take it out. You could sell it to someone else. You know what I mean? Like, it might be better to get this if you really want to play with it because you can always offload it if you don't like it. You know, it's like, or just, I mean, I don't like porting the Glock 19. I don't like it. All right. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Yeah, it's been turning out pretty good so far. All right. Hey, heads up. Back at the Blazer brass box. It says it's not meant to be fired through ported barrels or compensators. I still have, but it says not to. Yes. I don't read that documentation either, to be honest with you, sir. All right, I'm poor. So I went with the Black Friday sale for complete Brownells Glock 17 Gen 3 RMR footprint URG with ported barrel slide. Okay, that sounds like cool. It has 8 ports in total. It was on sale for $220. I was actually pleasantly surprised how well it shoots. For sure, it reduces felt recoil by some percentage. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? Anything? Is it cool? Yes. Yes. Comps can be cool. Does it do its job? Yes. Does it make sense? Not really. Well, yeah. I mean, what do you want to do here? It's like, like a lot of these guys, they're just obsessed with how much this thing costs, or it's like performance for dollars or whatever. Like in no universe for someone in that situation does it make sense to like buy a $400 like comp setup for their Glock if like, you know, like they're stressing like even buying the Glock in the first place. It's like, well, then just don't buy that comp. And it doesn't change the experience shooting a lot. And truthfully, I like the flames coming out the top as much as I like the recoil mitigation. It is good fun. Sulaymaniyah is such a nice city. I need to get back there sometime. It is a nice city. I think it's probably had a bit of a glow up since most of the Americans were here. It's good times, good fun. All right. Absolutely love mine. Probably around 8,000 rounds so far. Gets lead locked with lots of use, so have a hammer ready when you want to take it down. I've had no issues with accuracy. I actually greased my screw and it's never backed out. Hey, good. Yeah. All right. The afterburner / ramjet makes a huge difference on the P365. Yeah, I've shot a comp 365. It does make a big difference. I think it's a lot more dramatic on that gun than it is on like a Glock 47. All right. Is that penthouse comped? Not in a penthouse, but it is comped. People like me. I'm nice. All right. Let's take one more. Agreed on Gen 5 Glock accuracy being insanely good. It is. Man, there was some trade-offs made. I feel like the Gen 5 barrels or the chambers are shorter. You know, like I don't even try to put reloads in mine because I don't want to deal with it, that kind of thing. But the gun shoots. Like it's very accurate. And in the age of red dots, you can kind of tell. When shooting iron sights in the iron sight days, it was more difficult to tell, like the mechanical accuracy of the gun. Now it's like the red dot is way easier to tell, and like you test it at way more distance, you'd be like, damn, this thing, like it lays them right on there. And in a sense, the Glocks are accurate enough that it makes me feel a little bit bad because there's no question anymore. The bullet always goes right the fuck where the dot was. There's never any doubt, so it's all me. It makes me sad sometimes. All right. Whenever I switch to an M&P 2.0 or P320, I notice a substantial reduction in mechanical accuracy. Well, I can't speak for the M&P 2.0, but I sure feel that way with the 320. I sure do. All right. One guy in the comments, in my experience, it's the opposite with my Glock 45 versus 2.05 inch. Like, okay, there's always going to be people saying that. That's weird. Okay. I hope to see Ben try the new Ruger. Well, maybe I will. All right. Let's see. Any other stuff? If you're trying comps, try the Parker Mount Machine One. PMM comps are legit. That's also been my experience with the PMM stuff. It's quality. I don't have any of their comps, but guys I know and trust do, and they really like them, and I've shot them, and they're nice. I have a couple of their bad levers on the rifle. I like those. Those are nice. Okay. Anything else? Have the Ramjet on my 1947. Genius engineering. Love it. Yeah, fair. So there it is, guys. It is a thing that you can buy that shoots flames out of the top of your gun, mitigates the recoil a little bit, makes it louder, and costs a lot of money. So if that sounds like something you want, you can do that.